Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am actually doing some more canning, just getting all the things done. We've had so much stuff come in out of the garden, and so yeah, it's kind of backing up, and I've been trying to can as I go. I've done some salsa and I've done pickles a few times, and so now tonight I'm actually going to be working on some sweet banana peppers and also some sweet pickled relish, and then more pickles and another batch of salsa. That's what I've got going on tonight, and I'm just gonna kind of take you along for the ride so you can can with me. Here is just some of the goodies out of the garden. This looks really gross, but I need the dill seeds for the pickle relish. So, and then I've got our yummy and beautiful sweet Italian peppers, a few of our bell peppers. We've used quite a few of those. Some of our jalapenos. That garlic is not mine. And then a ton of banana peppers and some delicious looking tomatoes. These tomatoes have grown so well. And so yeah, so we're going to be making salsa with those. Now we are getting an overabundance of cherry tomatoes. So I have been wanting to get a food dehydrator, but I haven't pulled the trigger on that yet. But my sister thankfully has a Nesco food dehydrator. So I'm going to be dehydrating a bunch of these little cherry tomatoes to keep in a jar for times when you just want to throw them in some pasta for like a really light tasting, like olive oil and kind of sun-dried tomato type flavor. And so that's what I'm going to be doing with those. So I'm going to get started. And the first thing I'm going to get started on, I had to pick up some mustard seeds. And I already had some celery seeds. And then, like I said, I needed the dill seeds. But the first thing I'm going to get started on is the sweet pickle relish. This is the first time I'm making this. I will drop links to the recipes that I will be using in this video. And I will also drop a link to my video about how I do dill pickles. It's so super simple. And so I will drop the link to that video down below. And if you find that helpful, super, super simple pickles. All right, so I'm going to get started now. All right, you guys, so I'm starting with about 3 to 4 pounds of cucumbers here, and you just cut them lengthwise, and I'm removing the seeds, as you can see, with the spoon. And then I'm going to move on to finely dicing my cucumbers and an onion. So now that I've got this all in here in this big bowl, I'm going to mix in my pickling salt. And once this is mixed in well, you just cover it and let it sit for a couple of hours, which this works out great because while this is sitting here, then I have plenty of time to start doing some pickles, more pickles, and then also to start doing my sweet pickled banana peppers. Now these banana peppers I'm definitely going to also link down below because they are really, really simple to do as well, and they use a lot of the same ingredients that you are using in the pickle relish. So now it's been a good couple of hours, so it's time to move back over to our pickle relish. So I'm adding in my vinegar here, along with my sugar and garlic and dill seeds, celery seeds, and mustard seeds, and a little bit of turmeric. And then you're going to give that a good boil. And while it's boiling, you're going to make sure you press all of the moisture out of your mixture of the cucumber and onions. Well, in all the years I've been canning, I had my first canning accident. So there's a first time for everything. I'll show you what happened. So one of my jars of pickles, I thought it was weird because I heard, or when I opened the lid, this jar was floating. So it looks like, whoa, looks like the whole bottom just busted right out of it. Yeah, first time for everything. And sometimes there's no explanation for it. It just happens. Okay, so once everything is all pressed out, all the liquid pressed out, you're going to add it into your mixture and let it boil for just a little bit, about 10 minutes. And then you're ready to start filling up your jars. Okay, so at this point, you can decide if you want to just keep these in the refrigerator. You can stick a lid on them and do that, or you can process them in a water bath canner for about 10 to 15 minutes. So I'm gonna stop for the night. So I ended up with 8 jars of sweet pickle relish, and we tried it and it is so good. And then 3 jars of banana peppers. And then we did have 5 more jars of pickles. We've been canning pickles a lot lately. We did have 5, but I had my first canning accident, as you saw, and so we ended up with 4. So I would say that's still pretty good for tonight. It's really late, and so I'm gonna do the rest tomorrow. So tomorrow I'll be doing the sweet, oh, there went a pop. Tomorrow I'll be doing the jalapeno jelly and lots of salsa tomorrow. So, and if we have a bunch of cucumbers again, and I'll probably also do a little bit more pickles just because the kids do love those and they will eat like a whole jar in one sitting. so they would eat too if we let them. But we have so many cucumbers, we've got to use them. So I will probably do some more pickles tomorrow as well, because those are just so easy to do. And I'm thinking about doing some more pickle relish because this was so good, and it would be amazing on pinto beans, which we love to eat, especially in the wintertime. So I may make some more of that. So that is tonight's work, and I'll get back with you guys for tomorrow. So it's the next day, and I didn't film anything, but I did do some more pickles, and I did some salsa and more pickled relish. Still have not done the jalapeno jelly, and I didn't do as much salsa as what I wanted to. As you can see, there's quite a bit of tomatoes there. Quite a bit of tomatoes still here, but I am getting ready to start the dehydrator with the little tomatoes because I have some here and in the other one. And so that's all I'm going to get done this weekend. Hopefully throughout the week I can at least can either some more salsa or just can some tomatoes, because we have a bunch that are on, they were almost ripe today and I left them out there, so they should be ripe tomorrow. So we have lots of stuff coming in from the garden. All right, so I forgot to show you guys what I ended up finishing this weekend. So there are 2 small things of pickle relish that are not pictured because I gave them to my mother-in-law, so they are not in the picture. Anyway, so we have all of those sweet pickle relish turned out so good. So if you like sweet pickle relish, I highly recommend this recipe. It will be down below in the description. So I did quite a bit of that. We like to eat it on like pinto beans, hot dogs, all, you know, it's very versatile. It's very good too. It actually, when you break down the sugar content overall, there's really not that much sugar in it, which is great. And it's just so much better when you make stuff like this homemade. And then we also have our pickled banana peppers, which we will use quite a bit of. And we will end up having a lot more of these to can as well, because we have several plants producing a lot. And then this is some of the salsa. I have done salsa like I guess it was 2 weeks ago. I did a batch of salsa then as well. I kind of got tired of doing it, to be honest with you, tonight. I just kind of was over it. And so I ended up with 4 pints and 2 little half pints of salsa. So I will definitely have to can more salsa because our family eats a lot of it, and we want to make sure that we have a lot. And then I did more pickles. I'm starting to get really tired of canning pickles, you guys. I have canned so much pickles because our cucumbers are just producing so much. So if you know something else besides pickles and pickle relish that I could make with cucumbers, please let me know. But that is what I ended up doing this weekend. Not as much as what I wanted to, but I'm still proud and happy with myself that I still got all of this done. And as I said, 2 jars of the relish are not pictured because I gave them away already. So yay for building up our pantry. So we just live in the suburbs. If you're not familiar with what my garden looks like, I'll link my garden tour videos down below. But they're really not that big, especially the way they started out and everything. But they are producing so much food this year, which is great because we're really trying to build our pantry back up and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, as I said earlier, I will link any of the recipes that I use in this video for canning. I will link them down below. The pickle recipe is one that I shared previously, so I will link it down below as well. If you all want to stick around for any more canning videos, garden tours, I'm a homeschool mom, so most of what I do is there. Recipes, just kind of all things like motherhood and homemaking, then hit that subscribe button and I will see you guys on future videos. Thanks.